Hi once again. Yeah, I'm going to show you a lamp which are not particularly rare. This is just one design that was used previous to this, and mention this because I picked one of these up with the normal carbon filament, not in the shape of a funnel. This is funnel filament, but the ones I originally found in a shop or a place, I don't know, it's closed down or what it was, but in Croydon, the area was called Reeves Corner. Well, just there, Reeves, it was the name of the furniture shops situated in that area. Well, one of them had closed down, or it was closed, and I noticed in the window one of these lamps many years ago, and I was fortunate enough to be able to say to the owner, because I go into the shop, and I was given it, so I was well pleased. That one's upstairs in the collection. I've got several of these now of this type, although the funnel lamp, I think I've only got the one. I may have two, but this is the one funnel lamp that I've got. Now, they were used both sides of the pond. Obviously, the American ones, which this one is, would be 120 volts, and the English ones would be 240. They were used in a reflector, if you like, and it was a way of providing a bit of infrared heat. So obviously used to relieve pain and that, in a handheld lamp with a reflector. And notice the cap is a heat resisting type of cap. You've got your normal Edison screw, not ceramic, it looks like a glass insulator between the two, and the collar, which is insulated from the cap, which connects or holds on to the envelope itself. I know, yeah, there are. The wire from the lamp goes through a little hole in the side. This one looks pretty close. It looks like it's actually made contact with the collar, which is not supposed to. It's supposed to pass through that hole and not touch the metal collar. But as this is just a demonstration, it's not, I don't light it. So the idea is to show the filament. It's a carbon filament again. You show the etch on it. Get it around the right way. There's the etch. It's Thermalite 0750, that's the number. 200 watts. Can't see any voltage indicated, so I'd suggest it's probably 120 as used in the States. And underneath it's got infrared heater. These were quite well made lamps, and as I said a few years ago, they weren't that rare, but now you probably won't see them very much. There's a show the actual filament. It's a funnel filament, obviously, but it's the shape of a funnel. I don't know who Thermalite is, whether it was made by Nelco. I got an idea it might have been The lamp itself has got the name there, Thermalite, with a number. 200 watts. So obviously these give out a little bit of warmth, a bit of infrared. If you've got a sore spot or a joint that's aching, you can direct the heat to that area, and with a bit of luck it should alleviate any pain. This one, I don't know the age. It's not ancient, but it wasn't made yesterday, if you know what I mean. Possibly 50s. The brass cappers kept looking very well. Normally these go virtually black, but this one's in good nick. As I say, the only snag is where the wire comes through, it's touching. I don't think it's actually touching, it's very close. Probably get to gently ease that away from the actual collar. But that's how they extend the wires through, or one side through, the other one obviously goes to the centre tap or the centre contact. Anyhow, that's the lamp. Give out quite a bit of heat. Recapping, yep, these were used both sides of the pond in this country, in America. My first example of these, as I say, I got from a shop in Croydon at Reeves Corner. I think the place is gone now. Unfortunately, a lot of the buildings around Reeves Corners went up in flames when we had this terrible action a few years ago where things were set on fire. Great pity. But so I got in there before then, many years before then, and picked up one of these lamps. I couldn't believe it at the time. I was only a kid at the time. So you can imagine, it was a great pleasure. I picked it up, and even more pleasure when I realised it was a worker. I think it was the name on it was something Croydon, and that was the manufacturer. I know it was got in Croydon, but it was a chemist outlet supplying medical equipment, scales, lamps and that. Something Croydon it was called. Someone out there will know the name. I think they've long since gone. If they haven't, I apologise. It was well made, and that was a long time ago. Anyhow, once again, thanks for watching. Don't think I'm going to put anything more up today. I'm going to have a bit of a break. And as I say, look forward to Andy's shed. He'll be giving a talk hopefully at 6:30 on telephones and associated equipment and radio stations, which is always worth listening to. It's always interesting. Anyway, I'm going to shut up. I put my little advert in for Andy's shed. There's the lamp, the carbon filament, funnel type filament, made in the States, used in heat lamps, either handheld heat lamps I would think. Used both sides of the pond, in this country and in the States. Thanks for watching. Thank you.